Parks are intertwined in the history, culture, and everyday life of Minneapolis, like few cities on Earth. For more than 130 years, residents of this city have consistently prioritized protecting, maintaining, and improving our stunning natural resources. Our parks are used across every season and all cultures. Minneapolis is consistently cited as one of the healthiest cities in America, and parks are a huge part of life in this city. Whether you're just relaxing with a book, enjoying a family barbecue, or attending one of these huge festivals, there's always something interesting going on in the park.
Just last year, we had more than 200 organizations and 12,000 people volunteering to help make our parks great. Minneapolis' passion for parks is truly outstanding and inspiring, and it drives us to continue to innovate.
In 2015, North America's first public natural swimming pool opened in Minneapolis. The 21,000 square foot pool doesn't use any chlorine. Instead, water circulates through a network of filters and an adjacent pond where aquatic plants clean the water naturally. It's free, open 6 days a week, and even turns into a skating rink in the winter. Minneapolis Parks also innovates through pollinator habitat and boulevard tree planting research, urban agriculture policies and projects, keeping our air clean, and our water too. In the last 2 years, solar power projects were installed at the beach, the pool, ice arena, and recreation centers. Looking to the future as we learn from the past.
Each park and recreation center has its own identity, shaped by the people who use the parks, kids, adults, and families. We need to respect those identities by asking people, how do you want to use the parks? What do you want to experience? What do you want to feel while you're there? To ensure that we are aligning our resources to meet their desires and needs. We value personal relationships and positive experiences. The ways that we do that in the summer is we use our Street Reach program to help de-escalate potentially negative situations in our parks. We also use pop-up parks to travel around from location to location, ensuring that citizens have an opportunity to experience play and recreation in different locations. And of course, Minnesotans love winter activities as well.
So the Park Police Department and the Minneapolis Park and Recreation Board believes that safety is an essential component of successful parks. No parent would send his or her child to any park unless they inherently believe that that park was safe. Having safe parks is the result of relationships between law enforcement and especially our recreation field staff. And they are tasked with developing authentic and long-term relationships.
Figuring out how to fix up our chronically underfunded neighborhood parks was one of the biggest challenges we faced. In 2014, we collected enormous amounts of data detailing the state of each of our 160 neighborhood parks in Minneapolis. In 2015, we traveled across Minneapolis to tell that story in more than 30 public meetings. And in 2016, we reached an historic agreement with the City of Minneapolis, the 20-year Neighborhood Park Plan. The plan provides an additional $11 million annually for increased maintenance, rehabilitation, and capital investment at neighborhood parks. But just as important, we became the first American park agency to require a capital improvement plan, which pays for things like new playgrounds, pathways, picnic shelters, to use specific, transparent, data-driven measures to ensure racial and economic equity. We also completed a racial equity action plan in 2016. This internal working document outlines 23 specific actions in 5 focus areas that will guide racial equity efforts through 2018.
The River First initiative aims to open up the north and northeast Minneapolis riverfront as these areas transition away from industrial use. Exciting milestones are happening. Sheridan Memorial Park and the Mississippi East Bank Trail opened. Extensive environmental analysis was performed to restore Halls Island. At Minneapolis Parks, the City of Minneapolis and a new private development team are all working together with North Minneapolis residents to reimagine Upper Harbor Terminal. New master plans are in place for Minneapolis' largest park and its most popular park, and work is happening right now to create service area master plans for neighborhood parks. Check in at your nearest recreation center to get involved today.
Parks thrive off the communities they serve. We're deeply proud of Minneapolis' incredible park system and the support it receives, and we're committed to making our parks welcoming for everyone.